Sorry about that. I'm back. I didn't realize that I thought for some reason I got confused and thought the room was there. I still got this flu. I wish my head was a bit clearer, but that's no excuse. I'm usually a bit muddle-headed as the best of times anyway. Okay, so let's rock and roll for the PHG Indices event. This is the Profit Hunter Group trading event. Let's see how we go. So the best thing that I can say is we talked about the CRB index. Welcome to the World Indices. Welcome to the World Indices Speed webinar for Tuesday, the 9th of December, 2014. Dow Jones Transportation Average, new line. Now this is an interesting pullback, full stop, new line. We talked about 9,000 as being a point at which it should retrace from, and maybe it's forming a little head and shoulders. Head and shoulders are a tricky thing to trade, full stop, new line. Statistically, it could drop down to 86.95 before breaking to new highs again, full stop, new line. It has put the swing on the downside, so it's something to be a bit cautious about just yet, full stop, new line. Dow Jones Industrial Average, new line. The swing has swung to the downside, and it would require above 18,000 to change its trend, full stop, new line. And it's interesting. Because volume was a little bit higher yesterday and the swing is down. SPX, S&P 500 cash index. This did take a bigger hit, and it's also pointing down, full stop, new line. This is very interesting, full stop, new line, and also very dicey. 2050 would confirm that there's problems, and we'd be looking for 2019 on the downside, full stop, new line. S&P 500 futures, E-mini S&P, new line. Again, we have a target towards 2095, full stop, new line. That is becoming unmet. At the moment, we could expect 2052 on the downside, full stop, new line. It does look like the US dollar is going to do some weakening over the next couple of weeks, so maybe this has something to do with it. And so what I would say to you is to have a stop loss if you wanted to short it at 2075 or 2079, hoping for 2052, full stop, your line. Currently we are in a PHG trade and our stop loss was raised to 2064, which has been executed. I hope that's better. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Shane. A little bit of a worry. Let's phone a friend because we'll see what happens. You notice. I'm interested to know whether this thinks it's a 5-wave structure. Nasdaq, new line. Looks like the Nasdaq is the culprit for this issue. There's a bit of an ABC pattern now, and we can see that it is rolling over. And if you do want to short something, the Nasdaq is the prime one for shorting, targeting 4,118 or 4,094. Full stop, new line. Your stop loss will be above 4,320. Full stop, new line. Volatility index, the VIX, new line. A very nice breakout. Just when you were thinking it might want to go down to 10, it's now, if it heads through 15, expect 18.99. If you did go long, your stop loss is at 12. VXX.ETF, new line. This has broken out. Comma, and yet we have not gone long with it. I think we lowered our entry. This is to 27.34. So we are in. And we will use our stop loss as $26.90 SCO. Entered. We are now short the NASDAQ on a new PHG trade on a break below 42.87, full stop new line. Stop loss would be 43.20, full stop new line. It would have been nicer to get it on the breakdown a little bit higher up, but nonetheless, we're in, full stop new line. Entered. European stock indices, new line. German DAX, new line. Well, it looked pretty good yesterday, and now it doesn't look so great. Full stop new line. It didn't get above the old points, and we really have to think seriously about this if it closes below 98.80, full stop new line. That would be a new short sell, looking for 97.37, full stop new line. Euro Stocks 50, new line. On the Euro Stocks 50, we notice that it's also failing at these highs. Probably expect 31.82. This could be some sort of fourth wave now and more churning of confusion. Full stop new line. So buy it if it breaks above 3,300. If you want to be short, have your stop above 3,300 and hope for 31.82. Full stop new line. UK FTSE, new line. Probably doesn't have the US information in it. It's probably done a fourth wave, or is in a fourth wave, the way the indicators are. So it may have one more push up for Christmas before failure later. Full stop, new line. Italian MIB, new line. An expanding triangle, just guaranteed to give you the irrits. Best thing I can say is if you are long, have your stop at 19,830 and hope for still for 20,667. Full stop, new line. European stock indices, new line. Oh. Asian stock indices, new line. Still doing well. It's now up 360% of that range. Maybe it will stop, question mark. It certainly doesn't look like it. This is an awesome move. It will pull back at some stage, and we would expect, if it starts to pull back from here, as deep as 2,881. Full stop, new line. Hong Kong Hang Seng, new line. Up the top end of the range at the moment, it is make or break time. If you are long, have your stop at 23,829 and hope for 24,269. Japanese Nikkei, new line. In a normal market, you would say this is a struggle street pattern, and a breakdown below 17,842 would be plausible. Full stop, new line. In a normal market, after a big long run where everybody's been making money and it comes to Christmas time, they start to close up their positions. Full stop, new line. The closing up of positions in the US dollar yen will probably cause the US dollar to get weaker and the yen to get stronger. Full stop, new line. That should work against the Nikkei. Full stop, new line. The position of the Nikkei should also work against the Nikkei at this time of year. Full stop, new line. Do not take positions in Nikkei unless you are thinking of shorting them. Australian share price index futures, new line. They tried 5,400. The US is not going to let that happen. It will probably visit 5,300 now. Full stop, new line. The banks provided us with some fun and games yesterday, and I suspect you should take some profit on the banks today. So in the PHG trades, we'll sell 1/3 of our position in ANZ.ASX and 1/4 of the position in CBA.ASX. Does anyone have any questions, or can I get out of here? Run over the Dow again. Okay, here is the Dow. We see the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It started to roll over. It started to lose trend. And if it does want to do a normal retracement, it would be down to 17,350 to 17,200 area. The Dow Transports, and I'm recycling this because of the pictures, the Dow Transports have done an ABC and could come back down to 8,695. They have also swung down, as has the Dow. So it's interesting. This has been a good long trade, so it's probably better to reduce your positions. I still like the idea of being long into Christmas for the Australian market, and I'm wondering if it's the right thing to do with the US market. STO.ASX, new line. STO.ASX will probably have a knee-jerk collapse because of crude oil. It has fallen pretty far, so it is the one to buy on the next washout, which I think we're having right now. See if we can pick this up. Now we have been targeting $7.88 for STO.ASX. And I think that is the right area to look for. As you can see, we're in a fifth wave decline according to the machine. We've had a 1, 2, 1, 2. Open brackets, John, you might want to take note of that. Close brackets, new line. Perversely, I do think that even if the US market peels off, the Australian market will not be as weak as the US because everybody's been out of the Australian market. Full stop, new line. Now, the machine believes that what we are in is a wave 2 in Santos, STO.ASX, and that it may have support as low as $7.33. Full stop, new line. Now, if this is the case, this will be one of the biggest bargains that you will see. Full stop, new line. So we'll have a try at it at $7.88 with a $7.60 stop loss for a nibble. Full stop, new line. And failing that, we'll have a look around the $7.40 area for a more serious buy. Full stop, new line. New PHG trade. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. And thank you all.